This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook at audiblepodcast.com/TYT. It turns out that a parishioner in Dallas, Texas was burglarized on Christmas Eve and had about $10,000 worth of her merchandise stolen from her home. Now, this story has a little twisty twist to it, so I want to show you guys a local news report that'll explain what that twist is, and then we'll discuss it.
The name McGriff can be found throughout Oak Cliff, prominently displayed on several churches and businesses.
But this is the other code.
But for Serita Agnew, that name is now tainted.
I'm just still really not believing it.
Dallas police say on Christmas Eve, 51-year-old Sandra McGriff, the pastor of Agnew's church, broke into Agnew's home and tried to steal more than $10,000 worth of fur coats, designer purses, and electronics.
Drama.
A neighbor spotted McGriff climbing through a broken window and called police. When officers arrived, they say they found McGriff loading the stolen items into her car. Agnew was not home.
She's a powerful pastor. I can't even begin to put my level of rage in words.
Police say McGriff used an alias, attacked officers, and even slipped out of a set of handcuffs before getting charged with burglary and resisting arrest.
I am a giver, not a taker. I'm not a burglar.
McGriff's speech was noticeably slurred during our interview. When we brought it up, she said she was on pain medication. The pastor leads Sunday service at Church of the Living God and is the sister-in-law to the late Bishop Larry McGriff, a clergyman who was active in local politics. McGriff says she went to Agnew's home to check on things when she spotted two burglars outside. She says she climbed through the window to help.
And steal $10,000 worth of purses.
Gone in the house. I should have called the police. I admit that.
McGriff also admits she has a long criminal record that includes fraud and prostitution. But this woman of faith says she turned her life around and has done nothing wrong to Agnew.
Out of all my history, I have never, ever burglarized a home.
The entire window was broken out.
But ask Agnew what she thinks of her former pastor.
I just think that she needs to find her way.
Damn. Okay, so she was burglarized by her own pastor who has a history of prostitution and fraud, which is interesting, okay? But my favorite part of the story was the pastor's excuse. Oh, I saw two burglars and that forced me to break into her home through a window and try to stop them. And as I tried to stop them, I decided maybe it's a good idea to also put the $10,000 worth of fur and designer bags in the trunk of my car. I just don't get it. Who do you think you're fooling, lady?
She's an opportunist. She's like, well, they got him out of the house. Shit. I mean, the insurance isn't going to pay unless we get rid of him, right?
Right.
Man. The only thing missing from her horrible excuse was it was two black guys.
I know. I was wondering, like, I wonder what kind of description she gave. Did police even humor her? Oh, really? Two other burglars? What did they look like? I would love to know what that description would be.
I mean, because then would anybody get on her? They'd be like, oh, well, black woman. Or it looks like she could, be multiracial. But she's like, well, yeah, there were a couple of black guys, big black guys. I was afraid of them.
Right.
Yeah, and they run down the street with all kinds of things over their shoulders. They're looking to rape white women. If you're gonna go all the way. Go for the home run.
Yeah, she's insane. Okay, I saw two burglars, and I probably shouldn't have gone inside the house to stop them.
And what kind of pain medication was she on?
Yeah, I know. They shouldn't have interviewed her during the pain medication, but
it wasn't pain medication. It was drugs. I'm sorry. The pain medication was a little bit of cocaine. Maybe maybe she threw some Xanax in the mix. Smoked a little something else, a little crack on the side. I don't know what the hell she was on, but it was the pain medication was. Yeah, she was stressed out and overworked. What was it? What's the excuse that celebrities use? I was dehydrated and exhausted from all the work I was doing. So then I was on drugs. God, come on.
I know. I don't know who she thinks she's fooling.
Audible.com is the leading provider of audiobooks.
In fact, they have over 75,000 titles.
And you can listen on your iPod or your MP3 player. You can listen to it anywhere at any time. It's incredibly convenient.
And they have books in every single genre imaginable. You can get a free audiobook if you go to audiblepodcast.com/TYT.
Totally true.